Okay, I'm plug gunning. So, boys, I have 2 taste its. Do you want the sweet or the savory first?
Bring it to me, Eddie Money. I don't care which one it is.
I think savory first, because I'm feeling sweet.
So, this is a Dr. Pepper Slim Jim.
Oh, I didn't know these existed, but I'm so upset they do.
That can go either really good or really bad, because the Dr. Pepper baked beans, pretty darn good.
Right.
I mean, considering that I myself am partaking in said beverage currently.
So, I will use my knife and cut us all off some chunks.
You didn't scratch your foot or something weird with that?
No, I cleaned it.
Please don't show me a video later of you peeling the bottom of your foot like butter.
So, here is...
With that.
I cleaned
I don't
it.
do feet.
Okay, it just smells like...
It just smells like
stick, so
Slim Jim,
it's a
weirdly.
foot knife.
And then I will also cut off my own, because I don't know.
Is it a Jack Links?
Yes, it is Jack Links.
Okay, it's a beef stick, not a Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Slim Jim is a trademark.
Yes.
I knew by you handing me this that it was not an actual Slim Jim
Yep.
by consistency alone.
And smell, because Jack Links has a very distinct smell.
I didn't even sniff it. I just touched it with
Well,
my
I
fingers
did to
and
make
saw it.
sure I
Yeah.
didn't smell feet.
All right.
Okay,
Do it.
you do 1, 2, 3.
I don't remember Dr. Pepper tasting like medicine.
Here we go. I got just beef stick for the longest.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of
Okay,
something now, but
it's
not.
more of an aftertaste.
There's so
Would you
much
swallow it?
medicine in my mouth right now.
I actually kind of really like that.
It didn't really taste like anything.
Oh,
Here,
it's still there.
It's kind of like the teriyaki, but the aftertaste is a little
it's
sweet Dr. Peppery.
Yeah, that
You
one.
was giving me this, right?
Yes, I actually have 2 of these. I have another one at the house, so you can have that one.
Yeah, because right after I just did half of it, I went, wait. I just wanted to make sure that...
Okay, so let's get that taste out of our mouths. I have a sweet now.
I have Dr. Pepper over here.
My wife and I were at Ollie's getting some things for my nephews, and I saw these and I said, hey, we taste these and different flavored ones of these on our show. I should get this. And this is Pink Lemonade Kit
What?
Kats.
What the go to hell has happened?
Where
here?
did you say those were found?
Ollie's. Do you know this?
Those are...
Are you
I
talking?
don't know.
Are you talking Ollie's Bargain Warehouse?
Yes. The Oliver Bargain Warehouse had these at their store.
You know, I think that I might be a member of the Ollie's militia.
But
Is that what they call it, or is it Ollie's Army?
I don't know.
I thought that was a thing you made up, because like saying you're a super fan.
No, like literally, they have that's what
It's
their
like-
club rewards.
I've been there like twice.
You can find some stuff there. Oh, that is a smell. Okay.
I hope
I
there's
think I
lemon
might
cookie.
like this.
Hope there's lemon cookie in here.
Okay, you ready?
Set. Rock.
Go.
I'm holding it all in my mouth at one time, like that.
It's mostly just white chocolate, and there's some lemon. Oh. I like that too.
Give me more.
Yeah, that's not.
That's a lemon bar.
Yeah,
that tastes like a lemon. That tastes like a lemon bar.
That is good.
Yeah, it's not real lemony, but it's like a hint.
Pink lemonade.
It is
Pink lemonade Kit Kat.
It is a vile
Do
color.
you know what it? You know those sugar cookies that, like, when you look at them too hard, they dissolve into dust.
This is almost the same color as my flesh.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
not
this.
great, but this is good. It's like I can't remember the name, but it's like the sugar wafer cookies.
Wafer cookie.
Like the Vorthouse.
Yes,
Remember
it's
that?
that flavor, but it doesn't disintegrate when you look at it too hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. I rate that. That's like an
Yeah.
8 out of 10. That's great.
That's probably the best alternate flavored Kit Kat I've ever had. The Elseworld cat.
Oh my god. When did you guys find those?
Like a week or 2 ago.
They all gone down.
Would you like another?
Yeah. I know there's enough for another.
What? These are truly snack and share.
Mm-hmm.
The snack that smiles back.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, they're great. I was worried about those. I was like, I don't know how this is going to be, but that one I'm surprised at.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be awful, but...
You know, I haven't had a lot of bad Kit Kats. Usually Kit Kat is pretty good with their flavors.
I've only had one that was really gross.
What?
It was like a blueberry muffin one. It was awful.
That one came off like blueberry muffin vape juice flavored blueberry muffin Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's anytime that someone says like, "Oh, it's this pastry Kit Kat or this pastry vape juice," I'm like, no, it's not. I don't know what pastry you've been like eating. That is not anything. Vape juice will never taste like that.
Nope.
No, I sometimes would get convincing enough flavors that I would taste certain notes of it, but I would never just fully be like. There was one actually that gave me everything that I needed in the vape to be able to get the flavor profile of what specific things went into said food product, and that was by a brand called, oh, hold on, this is nostalgia, hold on, I'm gonna have to unlock. Formal was the brand. It was a suit and tie.
Yeah, Rockstar Breakfast.
Rockstar Breakfast.
That one
Hands
and
down.
that was one of the best cereal flavors.
Hands down.
But there's one we have at Prime that is ice cream cake that tastes like vanilla ice cream or vanilla cake.
Yeah, it does have that, it does kind of have that pink and white sliced through it,
Yeah.
ice cream cake kind of flavor to it. It's pretty good. But it's the like with the Rockstar Breakfast though, like
Yeah,
you can taste like the,
could not go
you
wrong with
can
that.
taste
Those
like all the different
tricks.
flavors of the tricks, and you could, I mean, it was even kind of creamy. Like you'd vape it and afterwards you'd be like,
Yeah, it was just a hint of the milk instead of mainly milk. So like it almost tasted crunchy.
it was so good. I miss that back in my day.
Back when vaping was fun, kids.
Yeah, back when vaping was for adults and we got to enjoy the flavors that were featured inside of the vaping products instead of the high schooler. But the problem is, though, we knew it was going to become that. We knew that vaping was going to end up being the next cigarette just because,
Yeah.
once cigarettes are eliminated from the equation and kids aren't grasping at the idea to look cool, they're going to go, they're still going to do what's around them, and what's mostly going to be around them is somebody's going to be vaping. I want to do that. But we can't
Well,
stop that as an adult unless
I
we,
will say,
parent.
at least it's less harmful.
It
And
is.
on that bombshell,
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, gather round, you mates of mine, for tales of nerds and lore. Three best friends on a podcast line with laughs and chats galore. From comics boring to movies grand and games we love to play. We'll sail the seas of fandom land in our own nerdy way. Heave-ho, raise a glass to the stories we entwine. With laughter loud and knowledge fast, nerded through the grapevine. Heave-ho, come join the crew, we'll share our tales divine. From D&D to MCU, nerded through the grapevine. From wizards bold to galaxies far, we dive into each quest. With theories wild and memes that spar, we're surely blessed, no jest. We'll chat of heroes, foes, and plots, and all the trends that shine. With every laugh, we'll tie the knots in our nerdy design. Heave-ho, raise a glass to the stories we entwine. With laughter loud and knowledge fast, nerded through the grapevine. Heave-ho, come join the crew, we'll share our tales divine. From D&D to MCU, nerded through the grapevine.
One of these
Perfect.
days I'll memorize the lyrics, but there's so many and it's good though. Hi everyone, I'm Austin Shazam Pfeiffer.
I'm Otto. Yes, it did happen. Cogdale.
And I'm Tiny, The Forever DM.
And we are Nerded at the Grapevine, the podcast where three best friends gather weekly to talk about our favorite parts of past, present, and future nerd culture. We're gathering with the sound of sleigh bells in the air because there's a nip in the air, and no, all of our shirts are on, as you can see.
Sleigh?
Well, I mean,
We can.
Or
Why
like,
not both?
I mean, yeah, like, I'm
In all
Things can't
honesty,
be two things.
who they got playing the sleigh bells?
yeah, who's gonna tell me not to slay?
Come on, who they got
Mhm.
playing the sleigh bells? It's not. No, it's not anyway.
I mean, they are ring ting tingling ting ting
Just
tingling
those
too.
ring ting tingling, ring ting tingling.
Have you ever been
too.
locked in a room with only Christmas music playing on the radio for 12 hours?
Yes.
Christmas music can't faze me. Christmas music can't faze me because I'm a champion of Christmas music, because I survived Christmas music, because I worked in retail every holiday season at Goodies.
Oh, this is my first year without retail and Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm so happy.
There's one Christmas song, and I hate that I'm giving Tiny ammunition, because
What?
there's one
Look,
Christmas
I will
song.
not torture people with Christmas songs because during the end of Halloween until almost February, my house was my own personal Guantanamo Bay. And it was only Christmas music. That was the only music heard forth in my house. So I will not do that to another person.
The song that is absolute fire to my eardrums, based on how many times that the Goodies radio network, whatever the fuck it was on there, was playing Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. You know, I did see Mama kissing Santa Claus. I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus. Like, if I had to hear that one more damn time, I was going to take all of these pants that were on the floor, instead of on the shelf where I had just placed them not 15 minutes ago, but Grandma had to come through and she couldn't get the stack up without having to pull the whole thing over because the size she wanted to get for her grandson was the lowest one on the stack. I'd set them all on fire. And it would be the most joyous of occasions in my little imagination brain of thinking just how it would feel. Just set up that end cap over there full of all of the discounted toys that we had got in. Why are we selling toys? We're Goodies. Oh yeah, it's the holiday season.
Baby, light all these pants on fire.
For you.
I feel like it
Maybe
is.
you're a demon or two.
But like that's the marker of like when you work in retail is like I imagine arson at most like at whenever I worked at Academy, it was the same way during the holidays. I'm like, there's so many clothes in here. There's all the like ammunition, like just one match, just one. It'll go up, and I won't have to go to work anymore.
So you wasn't out of college.
No, the only thing it taught me was that maybe the monkeys should not have learned to throw things. Maybe we should have stopped at some point, especially during the holidays. I'm like, you know what? I think we went too far. I think maybe we should have turned back. That fish should have stayed in the water.
You know, I watched a Christmas movie here recently that I think everybody should partake in, at least if you have a sense of humor.
Die Hard?
No. It's called Dear Santa. It's a Jack Black movie. And it also features a childlike clone of y'all's friend Steven. So, look, he was in my presence today.
Oh, I know.
And I showed him the picture.
Sorry, Otto.
What's
I'm sorry, dear viewer. Tiny is kicking you
Do
around.
I need to knock it back some?
No, you're good.
Is it still where it needs to be?
Yeah, I'm
Tiny's
still
got
in frame.
restless leg
I
syndrome.
do. I cross and uncross my legs constantly.
Steven's got a picture that is him, but it's de-aged. And he said, well, if the kid's fat, it wouldn't be me, because I wasn't fat till I got older.
Oh!
This was said to me, and I figured I would mention it today amongst the peers that weren't there to defend
I
me.
feel like
So-
he's lying.
Okay.
Oh,
because-
he is.
Okay.
I've seen pictures of Kid. Okay, Kid, he was definitely Pudgy Kid. I
Yes.
wouldn't say he was Fat Kid. He was Pudgy Kid. I've been through enough of his pictures on Facebook, and changed enough of them with poorly done Photoshop to make him do weird things that I know he was a pudgy child.
As someone that went to high school with Euchre, I knew him because he was in 8th grade whenever he was a year below me. So when I was in freshman band, he was in 8th grade band, and they would play with us. Yes, he was a pudgy kid. Like, he was short and he was dumpy. Like, he wasn't fat, but like he was that, like, he carried that extra. He was hefty. He's a big bone boy.
He had the body of a tuba player.
He did. He played sousaphone. He marched sousaphone.
From anybody that knew me in high school, like, I was a chunky boy, but I had a weird maturity thing. Like, I matured very slowly. Because by the time that I was like 19, 20, I was like, oh, there's a dude. Like, but I had inverted nipples by the time I was still a senior in high school.
I don't feel like that's what? Wait.
I was that chunky.
Sorry,
Look, we don't need to know about your weird puffy nipple situation.
No. Oh, wait, so, like, I never heard of someone having inverted nipples because of a maturity thing.
Well,
Is that like when you go through puberty, your nipples poke out or something? I don't think that's how
some
that...
people just have inverted nipples.
Yeah,
That's just the thing.
But that's the thing. Like, I was like chunky enough that I never that I wasn't growing into my skin, so I was maintaining like the inversion of nip until they like got cold, and I was like, oh, there they are.
I thought this was like a Dragon Ball or like a Pokemon evolution thing where like your next form was your nipples poked
Honestly,
out.
I thought it was like a really shitty version of Jack, like the Robin Williams movie where you just age slower instead of faster.
No.
Like for every year that passes.
Oh man, Jack's a sad movie. Why don't you remind me of Jack?
It's a really good movie though.
That's pitiful. I hate it. So anyway, this movie that I watched that featured Steven in a childlike form, even though he was chunky. The premise of the movie what seemed like something straight out of Nerd Through the Grapevine lore. We never said it. We didn't speak it into existence, but we do a reimagined movie a lot of times for different stuff, like what could go wrong. Well, Steven is what I'm going to refer to him as. I can't remember his actual name. His name might be Nicholas. He has dyslexia, and he's a really witty kid, though. He just can't read well. And he's had.
What's his knee situation like?
That's exactly what they all asked. Mac was there, Valerie was there, Steven was there. They all asked, well, what do his knees sound like? I'm like, this is pre-trauma knees, guys. And they're like, Steven's like, nah, my knees have always been pretty crackly. So it's okay. I'm here for it. I'm Switzerland, bro. You come to the vape shop and be Switzerland.
Wait till you get on deep in thought. It sounds like the 4th of July.
Literally, Steven is that person where it's like, the only reason that I am still around him is because he is somehow found to be friends with my friends. It's like, oh my god, buddy, I can't. I found you in high school and you just keep showing up in places around me.
I hear there's a cream with that.
Just go away.
Have you tried? Now the once monthly Stevenson.
Steve aside. The creamy.
Hold on. We're getting really mean off topic.
Sorry.
Stevens is good too.
We like him. We fight with it. That's what you try to pick and you go and it bounces. He's not here to bounce back, so that
he's not going to listen to this, so it's not like he's going to.
No, he won't. He refuses to listen to the Frogcast. That's what he says every time. Like, hey, you want to do something Sunday? Hey, bro, we're recording you got the Frogcast. I'm like, that wasn't even funny the first time you said it.
It doesn't make sense.
Why the Frogcast?
I don't know. It's Steven.
Is it because we talked about Frogman on there and then we had an episode called
there's
Frogman?
literally no reason he started saying that.
Huh. So in the movie, this childlike Steven is dyslexic and he's really witty and you get to like him a lot, but he's like in middle school and he's writing Santa a letter because his parents are going through a really rough time. They're fighting a lot. And he's trying to still hold out some hope. He's like, I understand I'm too old to believe in this, but I still have to.
He's like, dear Santa, I would like 2 Christmases.
No, he said, dear Santa, I just want my parents to be happy and to stop fighting. And I would just like my brother back.
Is this a sad?
This sounds like a real sad.
You didn't say we were
Why
having to
would you-
listen
why
to
would
a
you
sad.
make it sad?
Because he is dyslexic and he accidentally writes "Dear Satan."
Oh God!
And Jack Black shows up in a poop of smoke out of his closet, and he's like, so you wrote me a letter, huh? And he's the kid's like, "You're who? What are you, Santa?" And he's like, "Who, this guy?" And he does a quick spin. Whoa, 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 whoa. And he was Santa Claus. It does a quick spin again. It's the devil. So it's so basically,
Oh my
he's
gosh.
like, buddy, you summoned me here, so you have to fulfill the prophecy of 3 wishes. In exchange, I get your soul, but you won't die automatically. That's not what it means. No, you'll get to you can still live a life. You'll just be eternally bound to hell.
You'll just come to my house after you leave this one.
It was just like, oh man. It was a very funny
This
movie.
is a real movie?
This is a real ass movie. I thought, like, whatever timeline we jumped into, this movie exists on, and I'm here for it. I don't give a fuck if it's Berenstain.
That
Like,
really does sound something like reimagined movies, like something we would speak into
What
What is
canon.
this movie called?
Dear Santa. It's on, I don't remember, I think it's either Paramount or Peacock.
That sounds like a Peacock kind of movie or like a Tubi.
It might be Paramount, because I was trying to remember, because, yes, I think it is Paramount. But regardless, like, I loved the movie. It had some real big ups. It had Post Malone in it.
Big ups.
It was
Post Malone and Jack Black.
Post Malone and Jack Black possibly dancing together on stage. It is a twist and turn every direction you go, and I'm not going to spoil the ending of the movie entirely for you. So you really do need to watch it. 'Tis the season for holiday chuckles, and this is an original take that, if you don't mind a little, sacrilege here and there, you're fine. You will survive if you understand humor.
Exactly.
It is jokes, it is funny, and also, if you don't know, Jack Black didn't only do School of Rock and The Neverending Story 3,
He also did that. He also did that weird movie, School of Hard Knocks.
and, well, that was
And
one of
Gulliver's
his-
Travels.
He's not just that guy. He's also the guy that's in the band Tenacious D.
Or
That's literally...
was.
No, they're back.
Did they get back
They're good. They
together?
fist bumped. They're good.
Okay.
Powers unite. But he's not exactly gonna talk about the devil, but you did pay for the ticket where the main mascot is a 10-foot tall robotic Satan called the Metal.
Right.
His band is fueled by Satan, oddly enough. We are fueled by Satan, yeah, we're fueled by Satan. Fueled by Satan. Dane would be a Jane movie. Dane's
I mean, I have seen the movie.
but anyway, yeah, the Tenacious D and Jack Black are one and the same, except Kyle Gass, who's also in Tenacious D. But the personality carries over in this role very well, because oh man, he just does a real good job at portraying like this wily trickster kind of like, yeah, you
So
can have
basically,
everything.
he's Jack Black, but with like a little mean twist.
A little bit. It doesn't even seem that mean, honestly, along the way. It's very coaxing and very, like Jesus being shown all that the devil could give him of the world of man kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Last Temptation of Christ kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's literally just that, but with a 12-year-old kid, and he's like, I just wanted the girl to like me, and now Post Malone's my best friend. That's not what I want. No, man, it's gonna get you all sorts of clout. And girls love a dude with clout.
Oh my lord.
Some of the nonsense that happens in that movie, though, you gotta watch it for the nonsense. Because imagine if Jack Black was magic. Like,
I mean, he is kind of magical.
No, I mean in like tangible form, can see in front of you magic. Like not just like behind the scenes, like he's doing rituals. Like you can see it in front of you, like it's sorcery. It is. I don't know. I think he was born to play that role. I think that's his opus.
Trickster God.
to be the Satan that answers the letter that was supposed to go to Santa.
See, that brings to my mind by possibly reimagining other movies as Christmas movies.
Ooh.
You know?
So, like, oh man.
Like, I don't know, the Terminator.
The Terminator.
Like T2, where the T-1000s run around, maybe he's like Santa Claus and he just disguises as random people. That's how he actually gets around without being seen. And then somehow, like, there's, like, Arnold's playing like the Krampus. So he's trying to kill Santa, or vice versa.
Well, if you're gonna go Terminator franchise,
I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen the Terminator. It just sounded like a great idea.
you gotta think about how it all started. And if we're gonna be reimagining it as a Christmas movie and why Christmas movies happen, it depends on what kind of Christmas movie it is. But
the best kind.
then we're gonna reimagine it as a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Oh,
heck yeah.
no.
So you have a cybernetic organism, you've got a living tissue over metal endoskeleton person from the future who comes back to the past in order to kill John Connor.
Yeah, because John Connor is really Santa Claus, and he
Okay.
wants to become Santa.
I got a little something, a hook to start out with. Okay.
I already had it brewing,
I'm
folks.
sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
I was going with it because I had it going.
Uh.
He comes back because his prime objective is to kill John Connor. He lands in the cloud of lightning naked, but all of a sudden it's snowing. He goes to the nearest available person, and it
Your
is
snowmobile, your boots, and your jacket.
a Santa Claus who is standing outside with a bucket of change. And next to him is a bicycle.
Means your clothes, your bicycle, and your bucket of change.
I need your coat, your boots, and your bicycle.
There you go.
And now he's pedaling on about his way, and he's got it locked on in his brain. He's got it locked on where John Connor is. So he is now following this path on bicycle to go where John Connor is. John Connor's been arrested. He is in jail, and he shows up in a Santa costume and walks into the jail. And the person behind the front desk, instead of being frightened or being off-put by this large man walking in, they just see Santa because he's got the beard and everything. Like, what's going on?
And he says, I'm here to see John Connor.
Santa! We just checked him in just a minute ago. I can't believe you knew he was here. Sure, come on back.
You naughty.
So
He get buckshot instead of cold.
So he gets to go see John Connor in the cell. They're just walking back there. Mr. Connor, you've got a visitor here from very far away.
Your name is John Connor, and you're the leader of the resistance. You're going to die.
But he doesn't have anything. But he is the Terminator, so he takes his giant Santa boot and he kicks the door of the cell that is the bars, and it crushes John against the wall. All of a sudden he feels something in his head kind of fizzle and sizzle as he shakes a little bit. His prime objective is complete. But now what? Sarah Connor's in the cell, looking at John's body splattered against the wall with the iron bars.
I assume they ran for like a public, like in-tox type situation.
Yeah, it was something like that. I can't remember.
they left a Christmas party,
They
but
did.
they had a little too much eggnog, and so they got pulled over.
Yes, and so they're in jail. And when he realizes that, like, he's become sentient, he's no longer connected to the grid, like, there is no... What's happening? Sarah looks over at him. He looks over at Sarah.
You're Sarah Connor.
She's... Yes, I am.
I have no home to go to.
Well, I just so happen to not have a man anymore, so maybe we can talk it out. That's as far as I got, I'm sorry. Because I'm trying to set up a premise to a Lifetime, to a Hallmark Christmas movie. Now that he's completed his prime objective, how will the Terminator find love?
And then, he ends up back at the Connor's residence, and she's leery of him, but she doesn't know what to do with him. So she lets him stay in the guest bedroom for a while, but then he starts doing stuff around the house, fixing things that John never got around to fixing, putting in the new exhaust bin over the stove, and she's like,
Isn't John her son?
I think so.
well, in this one he's not. So, and then she's like...
No, it's not John Connor that comes back. No, they're trying to prevent the birth of John Connor.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Terminator.
Sarah Connor's
in
who he has
T-
to kill.
in
So-
T1.
I misrepresented everything.
Well, because in T2, so in T1 he comes back to kill Sarah Connor, but in T2, it's the T1000 comes back to kill John Connor, and then the T100 comes back to protect John Connor.
Okay, so the T100 is living in Sarah Connor's house and fixing up things, busted chandelier, fixing that creaky door, and she's like,
Oh, shit.
he's doing a lot of good stuff. Maybe he's really not that bad. And then she goes, he does have some really when roundabout, any parallel parks, like his forearms, they look really sexy while he's parallel parking. And then she starts thinking, developing she's personalized him to where she sees him as a person. And she falls more in love with his different mannerisms, and he treats her good, like he works hard at his new job as a mall Santa, and brings home just a crazy amount of money because he's so good at it, and they fall in love, and they have tons of kids, like 30 of them.
Wait.
Wait.
It is just tissue.
Yeah, and then
Living tissue over metal endoskeleton.
yeah,
No one ever said that the
Right.
Terminators could never reproduce with humans.
right. And then one day he finds the book, A Night Before Christmas, and they go through it, and he goes, "Well, I've never seen Santa Claus, so maybe I could be Santa Claus." And so he looks at Sarah Connor and he goes, "Do you want to move to the North Pole?" And she goes, "Well, because I love you and this is now your dream, I'm going to go with you." So they move to the North Pole. Their 30-something kids become the elves, and they breed with locals that we didn't know were there, because North Pole is in Antarctica. There was a tribe of people there.
Antarctica's on the bottom.
Okay, whatever's up at the top. So they're at the North Pole. That's just
The Arctic Circle, yeah.
They're in the Arctic Circle, okay? Whatever's way up there where it's real cold, nobody lives there except this one tribe of little people. So all their kids breed with the little people, and that's where they get the elves. Sarah Connor eventually passes away, and so using his T100 powers, or his T1000, whatever, his T powers, he ends up making a cybernetic clone of her. So she becomes Mrs. Claus, he becomes Mr. Claus, and they fly around the world on reindeer pea-powered motorcycles and deliver presents to children.
That's beautiful.
I know. Hollywood, make it.
Do it. Do your thing.
What?
Terminator half. Death Halls.
The untold story after Terminator 2.
Oh my.
Just hear those sleigh bells ring, ring, ting, ting, ling, too.
It'd just be Jingle All the Way.
It would be. God, Sinbad would be in it too.
Oh, that's a good one. I love Jingle All the
He
Way.
kicked the shit out of that kid a few times.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Like, I watched that movie not too long ago, and I was like, I forgot how many times Sinbad kicked the shit out of a kid.
Well, hold on. Has anybody noticed how many Christmas movies that Arnold's actually in? Because there's one like Last Action Hero.
Yeah.
That's a Christmas one.
Yeah.
Kindergarten Cop takes place during Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not like a Christmas movie.
If it takes place during Christmas, it's a Christmas movie.
That's not.
Probably.
It's like Die Hard isn't a Christmas
Yes, it
movie.
is.
No, it's
Yes,
a
it is.
setting. It's not. A Christmas movie has themes of Christmas. The only thing Die Hard has is themes of like baldness
The only
and the
thing
bread
I'll
of
agree
M9.
with you is that if the Predator movie is a Valentine's Day movie.
No, that's
See,
literally
there you go.
against my argument. You are arguing against yourself.
No, see, things can be two things. That's called a double-ended Honda.
We're like a double-ended dildo right now.
Continue. That was a good
He
one.
was in a lot of Christmas movies.
So we'll go Terminator, Hallmark Christmas, falls in love with Sarah Connor, moves to North Pole, creates artificial version of Sarah Connor. They replicate with tons of kids, and they become Mr. and Mrs. Claus, providing gifts to children on
Hold on.
reindeer-powered, pig-powered motorcycles.
Yes. And they deliver presents.
Okay, that's good. We did. Let's
We
snap
did
it. Let's. We did.
Oh, do we snap?
I don't know. That's how we
Whatever.
accept things when
I
we're done
don't
here.
know.
I don't remember
I don't
it.
like
Yay!
Yeah.
Let me think.
Okay, what
I
about?
never even got to see the cowbell.
Oh yeah, it's got Tiny's. I put Tiny's little seal.
It's got a Batman on it.
It's a little cheaper Batman. I'm thinking of, okay, so if we're gonna go with movies like that, reimagined as Christmas movies.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, too much going on. You can't go, I don't wanna go more
Yeah,
expansive.
we don't need to go to the trilogy.
Let's do, Otto, you got one?
I am
Because I'm trying to
thinking
rack
of
my brain
one.
real quick here.
What about? Well, no, because I'm thinking of like just it would just be like Christmas episodes of things. Like to change it to a Christmas movie, you have to like, what character do I want to see do a Christmas
got it.
thing?
Also, 3 of the original Batman movies were Christmas movies.
Independence Day.
What? So would it be like the aliens come back on
No.
Christmas?
It's gonna be the exact movie Independence Day. Except there's gonna be an end that nobody ever saw. Because the transition is gonna be an after credit scene. This is all we need for the premise to set up what happened. Russell Cates flying in to the aliens like, "It's me, boys! I'm back!" As soon as he goes to the light and the ship explodes, he phases out of existence. Russell Cates sees black. And he's back, and he's awake, and he realizes something's wrong. He's in the body of a small child. And he doesn't know what's going on. It's just him and a bunch of his family, and they all appear to be, everything appears to be normal. Everybody seems to be slightly, just like he remembers it, because he was kind of a redneck. He kind of, everything looks, he was a crop duster. Everything kind of looks like homeless, something's differently. So this little blonde girl walks over to him and talks to him real quick and taps him on his shirt and says, "What's wrong, Cousin Eddie?" "What's wrong, Cousin Eddie? You don't look right." He said, "My name's not Eddie, my name's Russell Cates." "Oh, Eddie, you're just being foolish. Come over here and we'll sit with me."
You're having one of your spells again.
Oh Lord!
"Ellen, what are you doing over there, Eddie? What's going on?" "I remember long ago."
Oh gosh! The metal plate's acting up, starting to connect again.
So that's why he got interested into the government again. He joined the army, joined the military. He got injured during duty. and the government subjected him to all sorts of tests, including different kinds of plates to fix his head. Always maintaining this weird feeling that he's just not where he belongs. He keeps holding out for something more. He feels he's accomplished something more. But yet he's reserved to a life of every time that his wife Catherine turns on the microwave, he pisses his pants and forgets who he is for half
Oh my gosh!
For that half an hour, he's Russell.
For that half an hour, he's Russell Cates. I'm pilot. I fly.
That's what it is. The episodes that they're talking about, he's tapped back into his past life, and he's back there. There's a couple times he can be free and truly be who he is.
He oh my god, oh, I'm laughing on the inside too hard. I'm still trying to talk.
Shitter's full.
Shitter, like Captain turns on the microwave. Eagle 20, box 2. Eagle 20, box 2. It's jam, sir. Eddie, what's the matter, honey? I told you to tell me before you was going to turn on that microwave. I need to step outside. Behind the shielding. Well, Eddie, that's just 10. That's just extra 10 you tack to the outside. And does that really help? Yes. Yes, it does.
It's called a Faraday cage. Whatever you say, Eddie.
Oh my God. Russell Cates actually being Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation. Oh, that's a good one, I think, for me. You want to ding-wing that? Because that's just a short snippet. That's just
Yeah, that was too good not to be brought into canon.
Gosh. Also, Randy Quaid and Dennis Quaid are actually brothers, and I never knew that. I thought they were just like cousins or something that share the last name, but they're brothers.
They're Quaaludes.
They're no.
Are you saying you want to do it in your mouth?
Nah.
It'd probably make you see weird things.
Right?
Yeah, that was my hot take real quick off the brain, because that seemed like it'd be fun. Plus, I love Independence Day, and I love National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I mean, that's a movie that I feel like is almost, if not more, quotable to me than Home Alone. And if anybody ever watches Home Alone with me, even if I've got my mouth duct taped shut and I've got a horse tranquilizer in me, my body's probably still going to be trying to like say the line. And then I'm like, Cameron, you're what the French call ladies and confidant.
Yeah.
Can we agree the Independence Day was terrible?
I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the first one.
Okay. Well, I mean,
But imagine, see, since we're talking about Home Alone, imagine, because it's a kid's movie, but there's a lot of violence in there. Imagine if there was a rated R cut of Home Alone.
it'd be like a Saw movie.
Right? Like, he's taking a paint can to the face.
Kid-based Jigsaw killer.
It's literally Jigsaw for kids. It has the same feel of like when John Wick's clearing his own house to the guys, but it's just like saw traps that his kid has set up to murder these two men.
See, I'm seeing it as an even worse case scenario though, because I'm seeing it as like the reason that like everything goes according to plan, but those guys are just so resilient. Why are they so resilient? Like, and everything, it just kind of fast forwards through a little bit of it. Like, we don't got to go through the grocery shopping scene and all that. Kind of like if you've ever seen the movie Brightburn.
Yeah.
It's like an hour and 30 minute, like, Superman story, entire retelling and a dark premise. Like, what if he wasn't a good dude?
Ooh, I have to check that out.
Yeah, it was really cool. Roy from The Office is in it.
Not as great as it sounded.
No, it's not as great as it sounded,
But the premise was awesome.
premise was good. Execution was a little bit higher than mid. I'd say about a 6.
Yeah. It wasn't hot singing people garbage.
No, it wasn't even hot stinkle. I think it was just like a.
It was like that was one of those movies that we watched.
Was it like a 6 out of 10?
Of those movies I've seen,
That was another one.
it was one of them. Yeah, that's about the rating, I guess.
Okay.
So it's not something I would deter you from seeing. You should form your own opinion on Brightburn. But
So usually comes out on streaming.
If you have an hour and a half to kill, it's worth it.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought because we got to talking about Brightburn.
we're reimagining Home Alone as a rated
Oh, yeah,
R.
that's what I was saying. You would have to, like, why are these guys... Yes, we've already discussed previously on the podcast that we think these guys are immortal. But what if these guys are immortal for a reason?
Oh, hold on. They're part of a secret government agency of superhuman people, okay? But that means they've been given extra resistance, extra strength, like they're people but ranked 12, okay? And they're trying to figure out who this small child-based psychotic killer is, who is Macaulay Culkin's character, whatever his name is. So Kevin McAllister. So they arrive at the house after, staking out for a couple of months. They find out it's this kid. Somehow he's home alone. Maybe he's killed his parents. So they determined it's him. They're going in to neutralize the situation, and he's determined to take him out. But because they have been given these experimental drugs to become super, in a way, they're able to resist everything that comes at them.
I could also see, why they would try to escape damage from it, because it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. That's the only problem. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, and they want to avoid the hurt. Like, they know they're not going to die from it, but they know this is going to hurt. So even whenever Marv has to go and do some psyops because he was trying to find a rear entry to the house, so he decides that he'd go check out the back door. He knows this.
They can be called the Backdoor group.
Well, they're still going to be the Wet Bandits because they're still.
No, they're overarching. Their code name's the Wet Bandits, but they're part of the Backdoor group.
You guys say no to Diddy.
That's the name of the government agency.
The Backdoor group.
We're the Wet Bandits of the Backdoor group. That sounds like slang for something in prison.
Well, because if you're a hacker, you can backdoor into somebody's computer. It's not really all obvious because it's the backdoor.
Yeah, but if you type in the Backdoor group into Google, you're going to get some XXX rated website.
Especially if you go Wet Bandit Backdoor group.
Wouldn't that be a great cover?
The Backdoor Wet Bandits, huh? Is that what you really were trying to get at here the whole time? The Backdoor Wet Bandits was all you were trying to get at?
It wasn't?
And this, you've
No,
succeeded.
in my head, the things were sounding cool. It never once got to weird sex stuff.
With the Backdoor Wet Bandits.
Look, I see it, okay? I don't understand how I didn't see it before, but I see it now. And I still stand by what I said.
Also,
because Home Alone is a little slapsticky funny anyway.
yeah, with the Backdoor Wet Bandits and the small child.
Don't make it about sex with a small child.
I didn't.
Bad.
I didn't.
I'll skin. I'll skin to wash your mouth out.
I didn't.
I'll skin.
Kevin is home alone. Okay.
They're not trying to fuck them, they're just trying to kill them.
You literally sound like a lawyer trapped in the line in hell, advocating for the folks in front of him. Like, why are you taking so long with him? He just wanted to kill the kid. He didn't want to fuck him.
Like, I don't know why y'all have to make this so weird, okay? I was like, man, we're really good with some grease here. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, we just had a grease fire.
You made it a sex! I need to hear. Just move
Oh God. Oh God.
Tears. Tears. I'm injured. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so when it's Home Alone 2 in New York, do you think he has Okay, so it's Home Alone 2 in New York.
Backdoor stinky bandit.
That's so much worse.
I was thinking, what if he runs it? Have you ever seen the movie?
I think that works. You take it I feel like if you didn't take out the word group, it would have been as
No.
Oh, okay.
But have you
Sorry,
ever
now
seen-
that makes it sound like they both rape and dance.
No,
The
come
Backdoor
on.
Sticky Bandit group!
No, the Backdoor group. Call sign.
So,
I'm really trying to save this game.
have you ever seen the movie Joe's Apartment?
With the roaches?
Yeah.
What if else the Christmas were
No. So, Kevin's stuck in New York, and he has to hide out. in Joe's apartment.
Okay.
And he has to use the roaches to help defend against the sticky wet bandits.
That sounds a lot like a Wilfred type situation.
Yeah.
I just wanted.
My face
I
hurts.
just wanted them to end. I just wanted them to end up being cannibals at the end that were fueled by the blood of their victims, because Marv and Harry had Kevin caught at the very end of Home Alone, and he said, I'm gonna bite off these little fingers one by one. And I was just thinking, like, well, I mean, what if he's a cannibal? That's all I wanted to get at with it, but it didn't take that turn ever. In our conversation, it took a turn towards a different road. It was a dirt road, mind you, especially awful one if you're the backdoor stinky bandit.
Stop saying that.
I hate it.
I don't like that. That's a bad.
It's kind of like when you have a spatula and you strip out the last bit of brownie batter.
Let's you got backdoor group,
The sticky
a
bandits.
dirt road affiliate.
Is the Backdoor group the people that produce Horse
Talk
Maze?
about it anymore.
No, they're the ones that had that song that was like bam, 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 bam. Or whatever. No, that was Backstreet Boys. Never mind.
No, the Horse Maze, their album, like the people that produce the records and release the records, it's the Backdoor group. It's the canon lore.
Oh, it is the Backdoor group?
Yeah.
I hear they're possibly coming out with a Christmas album.
Yeah.
Horse Maze.
Unless you meant the Backdoor group.
No, that's just a record label.
You know, Home Alone being a Christmas movie already, if it did have a more sinister twist to it, I think that would be pretty fitting for something to be a. But
I mean, he electrocuted a guy.
he did, but he didn't die.
Yeah.
These guys are super enhanced humans.
No, but if this is a rated R cut, he would have been on the floor down. What if it's like, okay, so it's a rated R cut, but it's like it's clones, like it's clones of the guys.
Just waves and waves. And
Yeah, they just keep getting like, or like low, like runts, like
Or
henchmen.
like his body reproduces, and like he has to split it open like a husk whenever his old one got electrocuted.
Right.
So it has to like crack open, and he has to like pull himself up and out of his old body.
Maybe it's like a Hydra situation.
Like who?
Like a Hydra situation, you know, like kind of like cut off his head and grows two more.
Yeah.
So if you kill one, two come out of the body.
I wanted to go with Zoidberg's shell. But then he'd have to walk around all like squiggly and
Oh gosh!
before he had a chance for his out.
You had to give him 30 minutes for his shell to harden.
Yeah, he got to give him. Go look at me, one of my shell hardenings.
Oh,
Oh, ow! My head hurts from laughing too hard about that
the
freaking.
wet sticky
The
bandits.
backdoor wet bandits and the backdoor sticky bandits got my head hurting really bad from laughing because I was trying to not scream laughs, so I ended up holding in laughs.
Yeah, I've been trying to avoid screaming into the microphones.
I don't have to come up with a title for this episode.
Oh, I don't know if you can post that on YouTube.
You can post anything
That
you want on YouTube.
caused
because
me
it's not
some
pronounced.
discord. There's a link in the description. Go on there and tell Tiny how much you don't like those words that were strung
How
together,
much you do?
or how much you do.
We're accepting.
You can join the Backyard Bonanza. We're on there live, uncut, uncensored, and irrevocably circumcised.
So yeah, we are.
Yeah.
If we don't look at pictures of it happening.
No.
No, God,
Oh.
especially if you ever decide to get on Reddit.
Never give Tiny your laptop with like internet access and unlocked.
No,
Don't
do
do
that.
that. Don't do that.
You just instruct me not to go to certain places, and I'll be like, okay, that's fair. That's your things.
Right.
He's bound by a code of honor that's unbroken.
Yeah.
But you
I was
guys.
never once told not to go to bed 50-50 on his computer, so I did.
Also, if you're ever looking for any more of the Coke Zero Oreo flavor,
Dollar General.
Dollar General, and also the Circle K off of the Spring Street exit.
That's because they don't have anything else in the store, aren't they?
I don't understand how they had those on a display that's a full display of them, but they had nothing else I wanted.
They have nothing in that cooler. Every time you go by there, it's empty. I'm like, do you guys not get trucks?
It will
Like,
suddenly fill one day, and then it'll be almost empty.
Dude, I've got like $50 worth of retirement coupons I gotta go cash in there. Literally, that's what the ladies there always hear me call them. They get a kick out of
What
it.
do you mean cash them in there?
Because I'll get
Oh,
news.
you got some winners?
Yeah, I got like $50 worth of
Oh, okay.
winning on retirement coupons because it's not the real retirement coupon unless it's 6 figures or over.
Right.
You know, at that point, if it's a 6 figure or over amount, even if after taxes I'm ending up with under 6 figure, that's more than I will be making from anything I'd be doing within a year. I'm taking a year off. I'm pursuing some stuff.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like absolutely. Oh, this is make or break it. Is this make or break it? What's make or break it mean to you? Make or break it mean this is all or nothing. You get either all or you get nothing. Okay, well then let's run with it. Okay, let's do it.
Just let's make the Backdoor River Sticky Bandit up. It's an addition.
We produced the new Horse Maze album,
Yeah, the new one.
Death by 1,000 Tramples. Check it out now.
I think we got time for one more quick one.
Okay, so what if Die Hard was a Christmas movie?
It already is.
So you'd have to be John Die Hard has to go to a small town Christmas tree farm, and Jane Die Hard gets stolen by Joe Russia, and John Die Hard has to go through the Christmas tree farm with his candy cane colored Beretta M9 and find Jane Die Hard, and he ends up shirtless and barefoot.
And you drove a black car with the number 3 on the side.
There you go. I tried to do it tiny, but I didn't quite get there.
The Intimidator.
The Intimidator.
Oh, were you talking about like the cure to glasses? Is that what you're talking about?
What is
What?
the glasses?
That might be a Patreon thing.
Oh!
All right.
The conversation we were having before.
About my sister being a wizard.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Doesn't need to be a Patreon. I got you.
Right.
We're good.
But if you do want to hear us, all that extra, if you've listened to this podcast and think, you know what, I want more of this. I want everything we're having now, but more. Check out our Patreon for a couple bucks extra a month. You get to get us fully uncut, uncensored. You get all the episodes early. You'll get full video episodes from record button to record button because we do a little pre-show, a little after show. Right. $5 tier, you just get.
The $5 tier, you get anything audio, like the uncut audio, any extra audios that we make. The $10 tier, you get all of that plus video. The uncut video of the show and any other extra video that we make.
Yeah, we have a disc golf video on there. We have some vlogs from when we went to Murfreesboro and walked around.
The smoothing is on there.
The smoothing is.
The smoothing and Murfreesboro is for everybody.
Right?
You know, there was another thing too that I meant to share that while we were talking about Discord earlier, I forgot to tell everybody that I will be sending you all the link in Discord so you can see the thing that's caused me the most discord in the past couple days, and that was the video that I saw of Jelly Roll literally eating a booger.
Can we not have this conversation?
I haven't even had the conversation. I don't want that conversation.
There's not many things that'll gross me out. I got like edge of throw up.
Oh, it was great. I'll show it to you later.
No, I can't tell you. There are very few things I can tell you I don't want more than for you to show me that video.
Why?
Because it's like I don't care if you do that. I don't want to see people do that.
I understand.
I
never did that. I was always in the carpet boy.
I don't want to look at that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to look. That's
Dang
no.
in the booger corner.
What if it was Breaking Bad but as a Christmas? So like underground candy cane production instead of meth, like candy cane's been outlawed across the U.S. because it's too much sugar content.
I was thinking that he could maybe do
Because the vegans have taken over.
or maybe he had the perfect recipe for Christmas spirit.
It's just blue candy cane meth.
It's not meth, it's just candy canes.
Yeah, just really blue candy canes. That's how you know it's the best peppermint because
It has the highest purity candy cane.
Exactly.
yeah,
You don't put chili pea in it.
Chili P would have ruined that candy cane.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's what icy hot candy cane.
that's what Pinkman always thought. He thought that like that little bit of chili powder in there just absolutely would set it off to make his candy canes better than everybody else's candy canes. But truthfully, it got lost in the mix and honestly dulled the entire flavor of the rest of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but you know, Walter,
Yes.
Well,
he decided to.
because Paint men also use the Hispanic cinnamon, which is usually more mild, more of a warming spice kind of situation. That's why I lost too.
Yeah, and so he decided, to take him under his wing to show him the proper way, since he clearly didn't pay attention in chemistry class.
In a confectionery class.
In culinary class.
Oh no, it's one and the same actually, because he's such a.
Cooking is science.
He's such a
Alton
brilliant.
Brown watched.
Such a brilliant chemist that baking has also been a marvel to him, and candy making and everything, all the things to do with the combinations of the sugars and the heat and the techniques afterwards and what it can become.
Can Alton Brown have Walter White?
Yes,
Thank you.
as long as what's his name?
Steve Buscemi.
He could be in it too if he wants to. What's his name? Esposito. Juan Carlos? Jean Carlos and Juan Carlos?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Carlos Mencia.
No, Jean Carlos Esposito. Like, is that not his name? The guy that played, the chicken guy?
Oh, the guy that played Gus Fring.
Yeah.
And,
From The Mandalorian.
yeah. Oh, what's his name?
It's okay, that's what I was just reaching for and it's gone. And if we've forgotten about it, it's because we hopped into another timeline. We never.
I mean, he's still like us. There's no reason he can't.
I know, but I want him to play Jack Frost. Like a Jack Frost character.
Oh yeah, instead of Ghost, it was Jack Frost.
Yes.
What if?
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. What if he is Santa Claus? And this is
The guy in the wheelchair is Santa.
Yes.
And Gus is the head elf.
Yeah.
Well, Gus being Jack Frost, you see, they're working. Santa's there in the chair because they've got him neutralized, and they just wheel him around.
Just a little bell.
And all he can do is just see everything. He can't partake in anything or help save it anymore.
Maybe he's just so ancient that he just can't do it anymore.
Until Heisenberg comes along with his pure, unadulterated joy and holiday spirit in the form of the blue candy cane. And he gives it to the Santa in the wheelchair. And all of a sudden you see Santa's clothes not be so baggy anymore. You see his beard finally growing out. It's not patchy. His cheeks are reddening. His nose is reddening. Ho, 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 ho! You old fuckers are dead.
And then Santa really slays.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
His sack is a bag of holding. It pulls out like a fucking AK-47.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Breaking Bad is a Christmas movie. There you go.
There you go.
That's a Christmas show.
That's a good Christmas show. Good Christmas show reimagining right there. Heisenberg is making the pure, unadulterated joy and Christmas spirit that is the blue candy cane. That's pretty cool.
That'd be nice.
Movies.
Yeah.
We're getting real good at this.
Well, you need to contact Paramount Plus, I guess, because they love movies like that. They make.
Look, if a Joe Dirt 2 was made on Crackle.
Joe Dirt 2 should have never happened.
Exactly. So if that existed, why can't some more bullshit?
Joe Dirt 2. We're not getting into this right now. It's the end of the episode, guys. Thank you so much for listening. And Otto, I'm trying to think here.
If the Sticky Bandits were to give you some grapes,
I would not take them. I would lock my door, call 911, and tell them, boys, I found them. Come over here with some rubber gloves.
By the way, can I interest you in a chocolate-covered pretzel?